Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a tarot oracle reading and it is for the last half of August. And you, Sagittarius, are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Sagittarius and you do have your birth chart, which house is Sagittarius in, that will give you further clarity as to where the information here is most prominent for you. Whoops, we had one upside down. I don't take reversals. There we go. So the bottom part of this spread is about the internal forces. The first 6 signs in the zodiac are about internal forces and the last 6 are about external forces. So we have, for the underlying energy for the entire reading, we have the star energy. So Sagittarius, you are a superstar. This is you following your north node. And this is a galactic energy, and this star energy is adding her own special qualities to the universal pool, and then pouring that out onto the earth. And there's 5 streams here. The 5 streams represent the 5 points on the pentacle star. In the pentacle energy. We don't have any out here at this time for me to show you, but this is saying that you're on your destined path. And then we have the underlying energy here for the internal forces. The internal forces you have control over. The internal forces, the question you'll be asking is, what if? What if I do this? What if I do that? What if I didn't do that? That type of energy. We have 4 of cups here. And so the underlying energy, you've been disappointed in love. Now, the cups do represent romantic love, but this doesn't have to be. It could be love of anyone or anything, and even something you love to do or something you love to be. If it is romantic love, quite often this could represent third-party energy. There's a couple and then a third cup. And this 4th cup sometimes can represent the ultimate gift of all, a beautiful baby. But if that is not within the couple, it could be a disappointing situation. And then we have 3 cups here that could be saying that you've tried to get something launched 3 times. It could be a business, something you love to do, something you love to be. This could be you know, a relationship, romantic or otherwise, and the universe is saying, here's 1 more cup, and you're like, no, I don't want to be vulnerable I don't want to put myself back out there again. Or sometimes this can represent the energy of having given someone 3 chances and they're asking for a 4th, and you're, no way, 3 strikes, you're out. I'm not in the mood for playing games. And then we have the 10 of Swords here. So the 10 of Swords is, you know, sabotage. Someone stabbing you in your back, smiling in your face. And this is you left for unalive. And, you know, this is important that you get up from this. Like, this is 10 swords in the back. Now, the 10 swords can represent that this has been happening over a decade. It can represent 1 person 10 times, 10 different people, or 10 groups of people. And so the good news here is that this is 10, so it's at the end of a cycle and rebirth of a new one. And then we also have an energy here of the blessing in disguise, because when justice comes in for whatever has happened here, you're going to look back on this and say, well, that was a blessing in disguise. And for what we'll see if we can figure out what the reasons for that are here. We have the 3 of Wands, and the wands are representing the element of fire. It's talking about, you know, the wands are made of wood. The wood fuels the fire. So this is passionate action. And here's someone standing on the precipice of change, and he's looking out into the distant horizon. The sun is shining on the water here, so it's golden. And there's ships sailing by, and he's thinking, I think I'm going to get on one of them babies. Some people also read this as the ships sailing in, but I feel like this is a card of like expansion. It's like wanting to you know, it could be representing if you own a business. It could be representing starting, you know, franchising or going global, or maybe you just went viral with something. This is about being ready for new adventure. And sometimes this can talk about leaving a couple and moving forward as a single person. We have this disappointment in love, and it can also talk about having left and then coming back in and meeting someone and going off to do this together. So, you know, it depends on your situation. Is this the past, the present, or the future? And then we have the energy of the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is this is someone who's naturally has a happy disposition. You can see she's holding a sunflower in her left hand here. This is very much happy-go-lucky energy, and she has this thin veil behind her, representing the thin veil between the spiritual and the physical realm. And also she is it represents her ability to connect her intuition as well as apply that to logic. So the Queen of Wands is known for being able to come up with creative solutions, and basically she just follows her happiness. Like, she's passionate about life, and she wants to enjoy herself. The little cat here, this little black cat is, a lot of people wouldn't have a cat that was black because they're bad luck apparently, but she does not believe in superstition. So she loves her cat, and she's not going to get rid of it. She says, I don't know why these, the cards are sticking to the table today. We have, so this is like how you feel like where you are at right now. And in this moment that I'm doing this reading, you feel that there's been some sabotage here. You're looking for justice. Also, it looks like you're wanting to move forward. Now, this is abundance, and I feel that you have this can sometimes talk about changing your location, wanting to actually physically move, not just thinking about going on a holiday or taking a few days off. Sometimes this is like making a big decision, and it can even be, as I said, leaving a relationship or entering into one. This is your abundance, and this is how your natural disposition is. This is communication in your early life as a child. So, you know, you're naturally a happy person. You're not naturally in this position. So there's a transition happening. And I feel that the transition, this is about your emotional state. And I feel that when this justice comes in for this, that, you know, or when you make these choices to bring that in, that there's going to be a big transition in your life, because here we have like the star energy, which is like manifesting at a very high level on your path, doing what you love to do. And this is being disappointed in pretty much, you know, whatever that, like it's either, you know, it could be all three, like it could be relationships with anyone that you love. And, you know, we don't know quite what that's about yet. We'll look into that some more. But this is saying that definitely very much here there's a change happening. And just these two cards together are saying there's a big change happening. So a lot of people get afraid of this card when they see it. But the Grim Reaper does represent someone passing over sometimes, but it's not predictive. And it's more about one cycle ending and a new one beginning. The same, it's emphasizing this energy in this reading. And like the older person here is like trying to bargain with the Grim Reaper. We don't want you to come through town. We don't want your change. Well, that's kind of hopeless, because we all know that two things they say that we can rely on, the only two things a lot of people say are death and taxes, but we can also rely on change. Change happens every second of every minute of every day. We just don't notice it unless it's profound and it has an impact on our life, and then we notice it. And the young children here, they're inviting the change in. Like they, you know, maybe they live in the same small town and they're like, oh, strangers in town, there could be something new happening. And this young child here is even holding a flower out, and that's talking about the bloom of new life. And we do have a king underfoot here, and he has been trampled. And this is not representing an actual person. It's representing systems that you thought would never fall, things that you never thought would change. I always thought I was going to live here. I always thought I was going to have that hobby. I always thought that my relationship was going to last forever. It's that type of energy. And then, sorry, I have my cats on my lap here, so she's limiting my movements. She's got happy feet and she's got a good purr going on, so I'm just trying to make room for her and the cards. We have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is talking about, possibly some communication or information coming in about a love, and maybe a new cup of love here. That might be the one that's being offered here. So, the Page of Cups, he knows there's plenty of fish in the sea, but he's totally focused on this one. This card can be, tell you, kind of give you an idea of who this might be. The page would work for the king and the queen at a very young age, 7 to 14, because back in those days, the lifespan was really short. And so they went to work early. Now this would be a huge coup for him. This is like learning how the elites live, being dressed to the nines, being educated. And it would be really prestigious for him and his family. And so this is about that energy of being really excited and about moving into becoming an adult. And having the opportunities out there and being able to embrace them. And this can sometimes talk about that the person that's coming towards you with the information, or it's about someone from that time frame. So when you were in elementary school, high school, starting out in college, university, apprenticing at work, someone under the age of 21, that you knew back then. That doesn't mean that that's where you're at now, but someone maybe that was in your life back then. It's saying that the information or the communication, it could be someone that you haven't seen for a very long time. Sometimes this is talking about going back 7 years, 14 years, 21 years since you've seen someone, and all of a sudden you bump into them somewhere and it's like, woo, that type of energy. And remember, the communication doesn't always come in person these days. We have so many forms. So this could be a delivery of flowers, or it could be a gift coming in the mail, or, just a phone call or a text message. So the Page of Wands is saying that there could be someone wanting to come in with a cup of love, or maybe you're wanting to do that. I feel like it's more someone coming in because your energy is very busy with this energy. So this is about creativity, romance, and children. So remember, if this is not about romantic love, it could be someone that wants to empower you in your business, or maybe you're an artist or something, and someone puts in a big order for paintings, that type of energy. And then we have the moon, and the moon is talking about hidden and illusions and secrets coming out. This lobster is in the emotional water here, and he wants to stay in between these two pillars and stay on his path, like the star energy here. It's saying, I want to be in this energy. But there's this dog and this wolf, and they're sitting there howling at the moon, and he's wondering, like, how am I going to get past them? And I feel so vulnerable because I have to, if they see me, what are they going to do? And he doesn't want to have to go all the way around because he's a lobster and it's going to take him forever. And so the dog is representing his domestic, personal goals, and the wolf is representing his wild side. And so public image, etc. And this energy in the background, we have a sun, a full moon, and the new moon. So we're in the middle right now of two eclipses. One happened already on August 12th, and it was a total solar eclipse. It was in a new moon in the sign of Leo. And now on the 28th, which is not that far from now, it's about 9 days, we are going to have the other eclipse that's in, and we're in between those. So if you're feeling really, really emotional right now, this moon energy has been coming out in a lot of the readings. And it's just, full moons and new moons, we have a tendency to be a little bit more emotional. But when we're in an eclipse season, it can feel like a roller coaster, like whoomp, and like the lows are really low, and then all of a sudden you start feeling giddy, and then, oh, it'll be okay, everything's working out, and then a couple hours later you're like, oh man, life sucks. It's like that type of energy. So if you're feeling that, don't don't panic and don't be impulsive. Don't carry out important decisions impulsively right now that are based on how you feel in that moment, because you could live to regret it later. The hidden illusions and secrets are coming out, and this is about, it's affecting your daily schedule and your habits and the things you want to do and you can't do. It's that type of energy. And then we have, for the external forces, we want to get first we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is known for being extremely resourceful, and she is well respected for this. She can make something out of nothing. She prefers quality over quantity because she comes from generational wealth. And this is a legacy that's passed down from one generation to the next. Old money people don't usually, they're not extravagant with their money. They're not out to impress people with money. They just are used to having it. And that's why I ask, why is the Queen of Pentacles? I want to know, why is the Queen of Pentacles having to be so resourceful? It's good she can be resourceful, but I want to know for everybody here, if you're in a situation where you're having to be very resourceful and you come from generational wealth, or you feel you've missed out on some sort of an inheritance or something. I have quite a few people in my collective that talk about that in the comments, and I see it a lot online. So I ask that question now for the Queen of Pentacles. How can we get her pentacles back so she doesn't have to be so resourceful? And then we have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups energy is talking about, this can be talking about a soulmate energy, like two souls that have agreed to be together in this lifetime to connect at some point. And it's usually when they're on their journey and they're moving into like their life, like really full on their life path. This is two people that are complete within each other. They don't need to complete each other. This is an energy of, their masculine and feminine energies being very balanced and having a very strong connection to their intuition and their logic, as well as the higher self network. HSN, which is your connection to the Most High, to God, to the universe, to hearing the messages, the communication back and forth. And so this is like being on the internet, except you don't have to log on and off. You're on HSN 24/7. You just have to learn to communicate in that technique. And so this is in your commitments, partnerships, and marriage. So definitely, if there's a cup of love that's coming in, it could be this energy. So don't, maybe get out from underneath that tree and get out, and get out and about a little bit. You might be like, do your best to get out of this energy and just realize, hey, there's a time and a place for everything. And because I feel that there could be, it says there's someone who has their eye on you. And it could be like this really strong relationship. This is a very powerful relationship. Quite often it'll be two people that are very different. So this would probably be someone that you wouldn't normally date, but then all of a sudden you meet, and it's like, and it might even be someone that you haven't seen since, grade one, and all of a sudden you run into them like years later, and it's like, whoa, you grew up. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, we have more of this energy here. Now, maybe this is regarding the Queen here, because this is the underlying energy for the external forces coming in. And so this is talking about The Page of Pentacles is talking about some sort of communication or information coming in regarding this pentacle energy. So if this isn't romantic love coming in, this could be that what I was talking about this could be some energy coming towards you to empower you to do something that you love or to get on your destined journey, which totally makes sense with the energy of the soulmates here. Now the Page of Pentacles, you know, it's in your position of transition. So I feel like when this communication or information comes in, that and again, it seems to be something coming in regarding when you were younger. And it doesn't, like you could be 80 and be in this energy of enthusiasm and that. But what I'm saying is the information itself is coming in from that time frame, like something that happened when you were that age, or you know, bumping into someone or that. But it would not, this energy would not be someone you already have had a relationship with and broke up with. It wouldn't be, it would be someone that you haven't seen for a long time that you had never had a relationship with, like an intimate one. And then we have the King of Pentacles energy. And this is talking about, you know, this could it could have a few meanings here. The pentacle energy is health, wealth, and happiness in the third dimensional world. So it's talking definitely about money, because money matters. You need money to be happy in today's society, for sure. Having said that, you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle that you want to live. And now, like, this is kind of interesting because we have the Queen of Pentacles over here, and we have the King of Pentacles as an external force over here. So now this could be mean that this new love coming in is a King of Pentacles wanting to be with the Queen of Pentacles, or this could be someone that was like, because this energy here's, you know, with this disappointment in love, it's just saying that this could be there was something fishy in your love life and something stinks. Because what happens if you leave a fish out of water and you don't pay attention to it? It'll start to smell. And so we have this energy here. So this is either an older relationship when you were that you were involved in that didn't turn out, and it left you very, like, it could have something to do with this energy. Or this is a new energy coming in, you know, this energy, and perhaps this king sees you as his queen. So this could be, I mean, the King of Pentacles would be someone that's extreme, like can really provide for a really good lifestyle. And he is definitely someone that you could take advice from usually. Like this is generally, because the pentacle energy does represent real estate. It could be about, you know, earthly matters for sure, but it also could be about, you know, if it's a real estate agent, it would be someone that is in high-end properties. And if it could represent like mortgage brokers and land developers, contractors, that type of energy. This could also represent people that actually work in a bank. And it could talk about, you know, if it's a banker, it would be someone, because this is a king, it would be someone high up, at least a bank manager or higher. And it could be talking about, you know, financial advisors, wealth management, life insurance salespeople, retirement planning, and accountants. And this would generally be someone that would be a partner in a well-established firm, someone that, you know, is at the top of their career. And this can also represent, you know, the stock market and minerals coming out of the ground, like gold, silver. It can talk about investments coming through. You could be an entrepreneur, and you could be, you know, have a very successful business, and you, or even the head financial person, what do you call that? The head financial officer of a large corporation. So this is someone that is very capable when it comes to business, and someone that you might go to for advice. And also he has grapes all over his robe, because this is saying he can provide a really good lifestyle. Grapes in tarot are a luxury item and they're hard to grow. So this is saying this is someone that could definitely help you out when it comes to if they invested in your partnership and they wanted to empower you. And then we have the energy of the Knight of Cups. So now we have, this is the same person. There we go, there's confirmation. So this energy here is, like there could be a soulmate energy coming in and they may have money. This is transition. So this could be a transition from this energy to this energy. And this is in your, because your higher learning. And now this is in your career and reputation. And your public image as well. So definitely this is the knight in shining armor that comes in with a cup of love, and it definitely is saying that this is someone that definitely could be a love interest. And it's sitting with the king here. So this is some really awesome energy coming in, a soulmate that is rich. And remember, the king and the queen can both, this could be a female in in her masculine energy, and this could be a male in his feminine. All the characters in tarot are they're not gender specific, but they are about masculine and feminine energies. So there is a cup of love coming in, and if you're not looking for a cup of love and you're like, no, this could be about your career and reputation. And then we have use your intuition. So this is the High Priestess saying if you use your intuition within this situation, I don't know why I can't get these cards to move here. And but this is, I'll have to wipe down this table. It must be a little bit sticky. So we have this energy of the High Priestess is sitting between these two pillars. And these are two extremes of energy. One of them is actually the devil and the other one is Jesus. So she has a lot of information coming in and she's in the middle of it. And so this is about having the discernment to be able to sort through the information. Now, a lot of people confuse their mind with their brain, and you need to know the difference to be able to really work through information in a powerful way. So, you know, your brain is your central nervous system. It's the components of your brain and your spine allow you to feel sensations in your body. And your mind is the part of you that has thoughts, and it's your will and your decisions that you're going to make. So the High Priestess, she'll ask a logical question and she might get like 5 answers and they're all logical. Every single one of them could work, but she wants to know which one is going to be the best one out of all of these. And so she stops thinking and she just feels. And that's like psychosomatically, our body will let us know how we feel about something energetically. So, you know, a lot of people will experience that as if it's a weak sensation, that, you know, an elevator, you know, that when your stomach drops, like in an elevator. And a lot of the time people will describe the sensation of a strong sensation as being like all of a sudden you just want to sit up straight or stand up straight and you feel like you have a spine. And this is talking like if you choose that answer that you're more strong to out of the 5, you're most likely to have the best result. That's the energy of the Queen of Wands as well. So being able to do that and practice doing that so that you're not just always trying to apply logic to logic, you're using your intuition as well. The High Priestess is very joyful because she's very good at that. And again, this is talking about the cycles of the moon. So remember that in this energy right now, in between these 2 eclipses, your intuition is super powerful right now. So use it. And then we have, now that you know what you know, you have conviction beyond a doubt, what direction you want to go in, what action you want to take. There's like, do you see here, this is talking, there's at least 6 people coming towards you with passionate action. And you're fighting them off. And you're like, now that I know what I know, I know I have conviction beyond a doubt. I know exactly what I'm going to do. And you've taken a position. And because of that, this energy I feel is going to fall away. And it's talking about, you know, when it might be something that comes up that's really surprising. Like something that takes you by surprise, but I feel like with this energy coming in, it's a good it's getting you back into this energy, out of this energy into this energy, and I feel like that's what this is saying here. So this is you know, he has a boot on one foot and a shoe on the other, and so he's standing on higher ground here. And these people are coming at him, but I get the very distinct impression that they did not expect him to get back up again. So that's your energy. And I feel that like this is definitely shifting, and it could feel really dark right now. Like you could be in this energy right now. So just chill out a little bit and breathe. You know, meditate, pray, you know, just if you don't have confidence that you can deal with it, and you're on your, you know, you're a star and you're on that journey, this is saying just hand it over to God. You know what? Sometimes it's just if there's too much, if like this has happened too many times, then you sometimes just need to say, you know what, this is too much for me, and just chill out. Because at least give it until the eclipse, because I really do feel this energy changing. It's been in all the readings. And I'm going to clarify it for those that want clarification, just to see if we can get a little bit more information on this. This is I'm using the Oracle cards. It's Tales from the Vector, and it's courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. And the numbers on these cards are how the paintings, there's 64 of them that I did. I started this back in 2007. And here, look at there, you're showing up for yourself. I'm getting distracted because this is really good energy coming in. And so I will put them in the order that they appear here in the description box below. And this is the order that they're ordered in my gallery on my website, talesfromthevector.com. There's some really good energy coming in here. We have the Hermit. So this is saying what I just said. If you feel like right now that you're having a hard time dealing with the energy and you feel like it's never going to change, don't go be impulsive and throw the baby out with the bathwater and be all like, do something that you really regret. Because right now at this time, it's just saying it's a good time for you to go inward if you need to. The Hermit doesn't take action until he climbs a mountain and isolates himself from the energy, so that he can ask God and be in quiet and ask God for help and say, how do I get back into this energy? What can I do? And I can assure you, this energy that has been up to this does not want you to do that. They want you to do something impulsive. That's why they're pushing you really hard right now. And so this is the best thing you can do, is isolate yourself maybe at this time, and you know, meditate and pray and just stay calm. Because the Hermit, once he does that, his lantern is full of the light of the North Star, and he knows exactly what to do. He has conviction beyond a doubt. But you have to quiet your mind like the High Priestess. And look she's out again, saying the same thing again. You have to quiet your mind and feel, what does your heart want? What are your authentic desires? You know, what do you feel you are here for? And not what you should do or could do or what you were told to do when you were younger, but what is in your heart. And the Magician is an energetic upgrade. This is saying whatever this energy is here, you have all the tools you need to reach 100% infinite potential, to the power of infinity and beyond. You have a soulmate coming in energy if you want love, if you want to start, you want to get something off the ground, a project that you've always wanted to do, even if it's failed in the past. This is saying the time is right now. This is an energetic upgrade for that energy. And if you're having issues with friends, family, other people, and you feel isolated, it's understand that rejection is quite often God's protection. And you, Sagittarius, you're right here showing up in your own reading a few times here now. So Sagittarius energy here, this is talking about get up. It's saying get up from this position, and you have. And congratulations, because it's hard when you've been knocked down this many times by this many people, and behind your back they're doing this. But you're ready for a new adventure and to expand rather than contract. And so this is saying this energy is coming to a closure. We have the High Priestess repeating, and it's on this energy. So if you have to leave some people behind, then you have to leave some people behind. If you want to enter into a relationship and your intuition says this is the one, then take your time. Take your time to work it out. If it's meant to be, it will just be. There's no pressure there. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is also Sagittarius energy. And this is about getting back into your happy-go-lucky nature. This is very much Sagittarius energy. They're happy when they're traveling. Jet lag is for amateurs. And this is talking about the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, the past, the present, and the future all syncing together so that they're in the now, and that this is already starting to move in your, this is God's plan, that you're in this energy. And the time is now right. We got a lot of sirens going on out there. I'm just going to give that a second because, there we go. I didn't know if you'd be able to hear. I don't know what's going on out there. Okay, so the transition. There's been an elephant in the room. And dissemination of information is when people scramble the information so that you can't quite understand it properly. Yeah, hold on just a second. I'll just let all this. Oh, there's all sorts of sirens going off. When there's sirens going off, it's usually saying like, yep, the transition's coming soon. And whatever the elephant in the room is, it's coming out now. And quite often people will tell you to, when they're trying to motivate you, believe in yourself. But, we quite often have a lot of limiting beliefs about ourselves. And so, good Lord. There's all these police chasing after someone. That might be these people. Wow, it's pretty loud out there. All right, we have the scotoma, and this is having a blind spot. So there's good reason why the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror. Once you know what you know, and you find out, I feel like this is talking about this energy could have been someone that was very close in your intimate circle. It could have even been, your spouse. And then this is talking about remember, this is in your daily routines going to be changing. That's what I feel. And the reason why, this is the Scorpio energy is a sexual gladiator of the zodiac. This is someone that you have an opportunity to unite with and elevate each other's energy, so that, this, instead of trying to conquer, Scorpio is very good at uniting people with their words. They're very good with their words. And I just want to point out, when signs come up in the zodiac, I'm not talking about specific people. I'm talking about the energy of the sign coming in. If you get your birth chart done, you have them all in there. This energy is like saying there's expansion coming in your life, and there very definitely could be someone that's hot for you. And it's a soulmate energy. It's someone that actually will be there for you, that you can count on, that's not busy doing this to you every chance they get, collaborating with others to do that. That's the worst case scenario a lot of times, to have a significant other that is actually in this energy. And then we have the underlying energy for the Queen of Pentacles. This is strength and integrity. So yeah, because she has such a good attitude, the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like this is saying like this energy, I feel this is the same, this is you. And this is also saying that this energy is shifting. You're not going to have to be so resourceful now. And and it's because you stayed in your integrity. You looked at yourself, you did the shadow work, you looked inward, you went, you did the meditation, the prayers, there's the high priestess is out twice, you're highly intuitive, and you're doing your best to stay on your path. So this is talking about this reward coming in now. And we have the hangman. So the hangman doesn't, very much like the hermit energy, but quicker. Generally, this is the hangman hangs from the tree of knowledge, and he's observing, he's upside down. So he's observing things from a different perspective, trying to get a different perspective on it. And that is saying that's the beauty of having the soulmate energy coming in. And if you're not looking for that energy, it could also be you becoming that for yourself. And so the hangman is like that balanced energy of masculine and feminine, so that you make really strong moves. And it could say that this is also saying that this stuck energy that you've been in is unsticking now with the Wheel of Fortune turning. And we have the father figures here. So this pentacle energy could be talking about something that your father, left for you, or, it could be an inheritance of some sort. This could represent the father of your children. You could be a father. This could represent people that you think of as like fatherly, people you would go to advice for. That would definitely be this energy as well. So this could be saying maybe you are looking for this expansion, wanting to start a family with someone, and you're ready for that, and you met someone that you could look at and say, yeah, I would have them be the father of my children. And we have the Empress on top of that. So this is really good. I feel like all that you've been through has, it's confirming for me that this is your energy, Sagittarius. Like this is the internal forces, but this is, you have had to be resourceful, but you're getting back into your, the Wheel of Fortune is turning, and you're getting back into your happy-go-lucky nature. And this King of Pentacles sees you as his Empress. And then we have the Cancer energy. This is talking about the moon again, this eclipse energy, how emotional it is. A Cancer is the most emotional of all the signs, I would say. It's a water sign, and it's kind of like it's the fourth sign in the internal forces. It's talking about your emotional state, and it's saying, like, if you think about adolescent girls, and they're really sad because their very first boyfriend broke up with them. It's that type of energy. And like if you've ever raised girls at that, at around, adolescent age, or been one, how up and down that can be, that energy. One minute they're crying and then they're happy, It's very emotional. And so it's saying, watch your emotions. And then we have the Libra energy. So this is, the Libra energy is about being a mature adult, being ready to socialize, and being and mature enough to handle a really strong relationship, a strong commitment. Maybe in the past you were just too young, and and hey, people mature at different ages. And the Sagittarius energy, all the fire signs, they have a tendency to, commit to someone later in life. The energy, especially for Sagittarius, is very much not, they value their freedom, and they value their, being able, doing new, going on adventures, and having, and going after knowledge just because they love that. And so there's a lot of new energy that they enjoy that. And so they, maybe you just tried to settle down before your time, in the past here. So for some people, it could be not that serious. And for others, it's more complicated. And, but this is saying you're ready, and this is a blessing coming in. Again, the High Priestess is sitting on this and saying, use your intuition. Oh my goodness. And then look at this. This is like, now that you know what you know and you have conviction beyond a doubt, this energy here is coming towards you hard right now. So if you're feeling, and I feel like they didn't expect you to be back up. And I have a feeling that if you haven't seen people for a long time, some of them may have been told that you didn't get back up. And now they're finding out, yeah, you did actually. This is like manipulative energy. And it's talking about when the devil comes up, it's talking about temptation. I always cover it with the next card up. I want to see what minion does the devil bring in. You're not going to get the truth from the devil. And so we have Virgo energy coming in. So there's been some communication about you getting back up. I feel some people, maybe some people that you haven't seen for a long time and you haven't been communicating with, because that's that energy here, thought that you didn't get back up. And now they're finding out, oh, they did get back up. So there's some sort of, I feel that this energy, whatever this is going on here, it's been coming up in a lot of the readings. It's time for the truth to come out. It's time for you to have your justice. It's time for you to move on. The Wheel of, this reading is all about that. So I do hope you've enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it. And thank you for your likes and comments and your subscribes, and also for your time and energy. I will be back with another reading. I am going to do a bonus reading for the full moon coming up for the August 28th full moon eclipse. So I will see you then, Sagittarius.